My computer says.
Oh, yep, thank you. Welcome to the BOCC meeting for April 23rd. Please rise and pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome. You have a agenda approval.
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Second. First and second. Any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Webb,
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Phyllis Bowie,
Yes.
motion passes.
Okay. Approval of minutes.
Consent agenda,
No. I guess I have the wrong page. All right. Okay, consent agenda. Sorry.
on today's agenda, I have the April 15th meeting minutes, April 22nd meeting minutes. New hire in DHS, Nathan Gasco. A transfer from Public Works to Post Office, Anthony Thomason.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
First and second, any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Commissioner Webb,
Yes.
Phyllis Bowie,
Yes.
motion passes.
Public comment. Did everyone get signed up on here that wants to speak? Okay. Al, Michael? If you could approach, state your name and address for the record.
Al Meidman, 2687, Boston.
Thank you, sir.
I bought this described property 10 years ago, 2 miles west of town. And my taxes just tripled. And if I don't pay them by tomorrow, I pay a penalty. So my boundary line, as I understand it, I've spent a month up with CF&I when land was worth pennies an acre. It wasn't very important, so that's how I get this deed or whatever. But I'm going to put up my fence where John Stroh, who's been 42 years in the real estate business, sold me the 8 acres, and we staked it out. So I'm gonna put my road, it goes down the middle of the county road. That's where it goes. So I'm gonna put up my fence and you guys can plow it out. And then somebody will come help me. Thank you.
Thank you, Al.
Anyone online? Okay. appointments. 2 Peaks Fitness.
Not sure where it is. Is she online?
I don't see it.
I'm trying to.
There she is.
That's what I handle it all myself.
See you tomorrow. Support.
And you do such a good job of that.
I'm giving you is the report, our newsletter hot off the press, and a flyer for our first CPR Narcan training. It will be in Walsenburg next month.
Thank you.
So I'm using the same format we've had previously. Then there were changes to the house as information, more information, less information, different information. Something else. Joe was unable to make it, so for instructions, people to this, I will do my best to answer otherwise. We'll figure out something else. So, just the highlights. We are continuing to upgrade equipment. Almost through with that. There's one more piece that's on order that has to come in, that has to come by. We're increasing our marketing efforts to more social media, running a weekly ad, and we're thermal, and we're going to increase our radio spot on KSP today. I think that has had results, and let's see our improved numbers. We also just got a cooler where our members can purchase water, life, and drinks. Challenges haven't really changed. Getting people to pay on time is always exciting. And our costs are still higher than the monthly revenue, but it's getting closer. In fact, for March, we had $14 in net revenue for revenue after expenses. First time in back. So that's awesome. On the next page, you can see how our gym memberships have gone up in Walsenburg. We started a year ago with 67. As of the end of March, we had 122. Again, that is totally amazing. I was anticipating a winter bump because people come inside, exercise when the weather is crappy. So, and we've always had this idea. I anticipate that come summer, we're not going to be up at 150. It'll go down. So it went up in April also. We're actually at 131 as of yesterday. A lot of those are low income or half price memberships. So, you know, and when Carl and I, a couple of years ago, tried to figure out, you know, let's read the teams and see what this is going to cost. And what this is going to have. And then it's kind of like really wow. Yes. So, but we're actually getting closer to the numbers we hoped we could go on with this. Let's do the three.
Good.
Usage has also gone up because I really think that utilization is a good indicator of what's going to happen with membership numbers. People buy memberships and then they come in once, they won't, once a month, they probably won't renew. So our usage numbers have gone up. Also, for March, it was over thousands. So in February, we had 875, in March, we had 1,037. Again, wow, that's incredible, that's amazing. I'd say we're on the right track. But usage numbers are down in April. I mean, way 2 more days, but it's not going to go over the top. Right, as of this morning, it was 824. So just after doing this for a while, you realize, you get patterns, and we go out of patterns. For Walsenburg, it takes, since we're now just finishing our first year, it takes a little bit to come up with those patterns. So we did get the winter pattern I expected. We did not have a summer bump, apparently not a lot of people stay in Walsenburg in the summer. We start tourism and drive through, which is a challenge. Everybody needs to. We continue to get reviews on Google. We had a 4-star and a 5-star since the last meeting. Dale Martinez gave us 4 stars, but he doesn't give anybody 5 stars. I said, what can we improve? He's like, nothing. So why is it 5 stars? Well, what?
You don't want to come up.
Yeah, we just drink water enough.
Yeah.
So I was like, so it was kind of like, oh, so you're like the teacher. This is something that one of our employees said. So this is like the professor I had that everybody drops his class because I'm looking at anybody in age on principle. Like, yeah, that's him. Okay. But he's a really nice guy. Even with his 4-star review. Looking at the financials, they're staying even. If you look at the operating account, we take out the things that are earmarked, like ultimate programs, and what I've highlighted, but it's not dedicated fund. A year ago, April 1st, 2024, we had $26,000 expenses. Right now, we have $29,747 as of the end of March. There's a note that we did transfer $3,000 to Walsenburg. So it's basically where we started. And that's good. Because the biggest expense is called payroll. Payroll is, we have more employees in Walsenburg than Movida, so payroll is always going to be. We have a couple of classes. We have a Qigong class this week. We also have pickleball. So we started pickleball this winter, and at the community center, it's 2 mornings a week with 2 1-hour slots, both on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's being very popular. So pickleball has been a success. I've wanted to do things like offer yoga. Well, there's already yoga classes. People are using that for yoga. I guess without going to repeats, that changes. It changed. I'm really happy with where they took off with it. It's mostly, people age 60, older adults, to put it that way. So they're getting really good enrollment back for all the activities. New equipment. We'll see on the first page the pieces we got since I left at the beginning of the year. So we have a Stairmaster, which can be really popular in the Vita. We got a 3-way bench press to upgrade the one we had, so it was easier to use. A couple other pieces of equipment, so we're pretty much done. I'm replacing the incumbent bicycle we have, and that's really all display. Any questions?
Did you get the lighting figured out in the front yet?
The
The lighting on the front of the building? Did that happen yet?
No. And Lester said something about it. You're taking,
Yes, we have.
yes, that's out actually organized out there. The past few years on kids' one. Yeah, I mean, you know, the group in Walsenburg with things, activities, we all have, this is class. Right, I'm fed on that, they can very successful program. So most of the kids going, living up in the area. We were actually able to purchase a 14-passenger bus from the school to full price, full value. We did that last year, so that actually transportation quite a bit.
Nice.
It's been really hard getting drivers. Mike has led that program so about 3 years. And he's now transitioning off of it. And our gym
That's still
manager,
gonna be the cluster.
he's still doing but our gym manager, she's a grandmother age, but she's got a lot of grandkids. She knows what kid activities they like, so she's been recognizing these activities for several years. Kids really like to go swimming. It's like when we say swimming, everybody shows up. So we're swimming in Pueblo,
Nice.
we've done swimming in the pond, swimming in Trinidad. We did try to go to Cooper. That wasn't as successful because it's like, oh, we had all the kids who were armbands, otherwise we couldn't find them. So it's just there. And there are no lifeguards. So
Well,
we
wow.
don't do the.
Yeah.
But, and it's a lot of fun.
Do they still have Colorado City?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry?
The Colorado City pool?
We haven't done that.
There's also the one in,
Used to be there, I haven't been there in years.
Fort Alamos.
Oh, the splash in.
Fort Garland. But I mean, we have 3 that we use, so it's, it only goes so much.
I'm not sure Port Garland really has a.
Yeah, it's not good. I've never been there, but I've heard.
It's very nice to.
Yeah, the line really takes good care of us. It's really nice to have a facility relative. Most of these prices are 6 like 7 miles away, which is less than.
That's a plus.
Transportation costs got down with the bus because you think it was getting really bad mileage. 14 people in it, so fewer, additional drivers. We do have at least $100 for a month bus because asking Mike to supervise all those kids by himself.
Mm-mm.
No, not doing that.
Oh, they got big sleep, right? We're so tired.
So,
So, they have a good time. So we do that once a month. Whether for the infect camps, it is. Right.
Yeah, I kind of thought that pickleball would be popular because it really came up in popularity just recently.
Yeah, it has. There's a very active and vocal pickleball group in the Vita, and they got the town to take the little skate park and make it a pickleball park. That's great in the winter, in the summer, but not so great in the winter. So they placed us back in December saying we want to use the water for another gym. We talked to the schools. They need a insurance. Instead of a bunch of people that want to involve. So we started, working with them in Levita and the last year to take to Levita. Crossed around this pickleball, let's do it in Walsenburg, so come on my ball.
Good deal.
City of Walsenburg about the neighborhood clubs, so. It's so nice. It would be a great outcome.
Where are those?
It's right by the city.
They need a little work.
Maybe it's more.
Yeah. Wow.
It's kind of a mixed bag, flying out of the middle. You are subject to the weather. So there's the wind. That was the one way.
We have
Not
one.
from Kelly. We'll have the indoor basketball court there too.
They do have. Yeah, my husband tried playing it once. It was scary. You can see.
Yeah, it used to be used a lot. I didn't get into the game. Well, good deal. Sounds like it's going the right direction, at least.
If you guys haven't been over to the Luxembourg Gym, I would say go. It's really turned out nice since you got all new stuff. Yeah, but do you work out there? Do you work out there?
Look at that.
He's a regular.
Yeah, I mean, but it's really, really turned out nice, nice to relax. Just the fact that we have all the equipment within a year ago, we just had our 1 year anniversary. Like, way faster than that.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Business, so that's really great.
Well, we got grant funding as well, and then fast kind of drive, search rights, funds that we. So just, yeah, yes, there's some extra funds that we'll be getting from the rails, so that. Well, we put got the last 2 months. We also some new painting because we painted last year, there's still construction going on. And so we try to paint and there's dust particles floating around in the air. Doesn't go too well. So everything's been painted on the inside and we also on the outside we repainted part of it, different shape. And inside, which is also the same color. So, you know, it's like they painted over the weekend and people walked in Monday morning and their eyes were popping.
Good deal.
It's a very soothing cream.
Good deal. Sounds wonderful.
I have to echo Mike's suggestion. Please come by. If you want to schedule it to do that, we're happy to accommodate that.
We still need to do that photo.
Okay.
And what happened unless something weird happened. Need to schedule that photo again.
Let me know when we can look at.
Is that for you guys? Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, last photo op we had was really open.
Yeah.
Carl was there.
That was it. I remember that.
He was holding the ribbon that we had.
That's a good picture, I think.
Yeah.
I'm never in the photos because I'm not taking pictures. Say it again.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I thought I did. Good deal. Sounds great. I appreciate your input.
I do have one question. At our last meeting, Erica was no longer commissioner of the water cars. And we did some preliminary inquiries into, we don't know if there's been much interest in seating. Feel like the options aren't really looking at it right now, and what's going on with water and Walsenburg. Various lawsuits and national economy, concern about the economy. It's a really big project and can continue researching and on, but it's really, really.
I think one of the last things I heard about it was that the city was gonna see if the pool was actually usable again. Yeah, so,
So it's not it's back in the book.
yeah, they're gonna look at it and see if see what it looks like on that, so.
Okay. Now, we
That'll be a
never
big
got any
difference if
funds
that's-
back from other foundations.
They did, someone from College actually did. But I'm pretty sure they were interested in it.
Recently?
6 months, maybe?
Okay, so yeah, so I mean, since then, you know, like I said, Joe did reach out to Tracy Stewart. Got her contact information, Erica, and information. Not sure what that.
Okay. You'll find out what the city says is. So
Now, it's a very large project. It's going to take a lot of workers from organization. So right now, it's just like, also there's doing very well in the year. Much better, start with a little interesting. So it's doing good. Right now, it's focused on continuing to provide good service.
sounds like you're doing it. Good deal. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Jerry. Proposal for the 19-hole disc golf course. That's the part.
Some information on it. That's all right. Ross, yes, you think that's enough?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, next. Now, hold on to this one. Yes, so the proposal, it's called the Colorado Parks and Wildlife Partners in Outdoor Grant Program. So the idea would be to get a 9 or 18 hole disc golf course. There would be 19 or 10 baskets. Did you want to practice that? Anyone play disc golf, by the way? Anyone
Yes.
play? Yeah.
Oh, it was a college staple, yes.
Okay, I love to go with my little K7, he likes to play. I want to make it a family friendly course design, but still interesting enough topographically that like players would come from around the state. This would put us on the disc golf map. So if I got the grant, I'd be able to build the 9 or 18 hole disc golf course. It really depends on if I get the full grant or if I get the full grant plus in-kind donations, matching funds, things like that. So I've talked to a lot of local partners, like Walsenburg Lumber, and turns out he's an avid disc golf player as well. He said he donated however much back from me for two pads and baskets. So that's really great already. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
nice.
Talk to this morning. So I just redid this budget to include those in-kind donations. I know that they are revitalizing their Riverwalk, their report is defined. So I just talking with that design team, and they've talked about folding this into what's already going to be there, so that they are not just running parallel to each other, but combined. So this would go along with what's already being planned for that area. And it wouldn't affect it or change it, it would just add to it. It would add more family fun, recreational outdoor opportunities at zero cost to local communities. I included the budget for both 9-hole course and then fingers crossed the 18-hole course. That's the big one. With 2 baskets per hole, so you've got like a shorter one for like a 7-year-old like me, and then you've got the longer ones for the avid players who can actually reach that back, which I'm not there yet. But I'm working on it. I think that with more in-kind donations that we could get 18 holes. So at the very least, I'm requesting a letter of support from county commissioners that I submit this grant for me a 5th, say, hey, county commissioners are on board with this plan, they love the idea. And at the very most, you could decide to allow a little involvement support here. If the county had equipment available, that would help us design the course. I talked to the Colorado City disc golf designer there, Michael Lesavoy, and giving tons of recommendations, and gave like a list of equipment I would need and how to design the course myself to save money on budgeting. He did it, made it interesting for players. It's very useful for budgeting for this project. trying to get this here on the grant budget that would be available to us. So he suggested I also request the use of equipment, it's good on the postal digger, voluntarily, in kind of donation. So at the very least, I'm requesting a letter of support. At the very most, if there's any equipment that would be available if they're working on it to make it course.
Okay. You kind of answered my questions on coordinating with the river route.
Yes,
It's my number one
I'm
question.
working very closely with them. I talked to them about things that they're on board with it. They recommend that I come to you all and present it to you for a letter of support and see what your level of involvement would be. And I'm, any follow-up questions, I'm totally ready.
Okay. Yeah, the letter of support, I think would be fine. Definitely. Yes.
So it's on county property, so we would usually help out wherever we can. I don't know that we have all the equipment that you mentioned there, but our staff did help build one at Chatham Park a few years ago.
That's a great course.
So I'm sure that's probably Jerry. I'm not certain who John built that.
So at least some like support in designing the course.
When designing the course, well, I'm not saying designing the course,
Or
but
not
building.
Yeah, helping with the
And I don't know if
physical
how much
part.
rest of those started or not, available, so whatever we can provide, we will.
Okay. Thank you. I have provided my email at the end of this, email letter support to, or if you have any questions, all questions. It's at the end of it. That's my email for discussion.
No, good.
You guys want to authorize a letter of support?
Yeah, I think
I'd like a motion to authorize a letter of support.
Second.
first
Well,
and
go ahead,
second.
this call first.
I don't get my name.
First and second, any other discussion? Just make sure we know what the format would be to we need anything specific in that letter. But I'll call for a vote.
Commissioner Chenwood? Yes. Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Chairman Ford?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
It's just a general letter of support. I don't think I need to be specific.
Okay.
That.
Perfect.
Okay, we'll cover that then in one.
I'll take it.
Thanks.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And Wolfram County Treasurer's Quarterly Report. Yeah, man.
Well, I haven't been a little under the weather, but here today, so.
Good.
So I don't think I'm here and we continue this, so.
Well, that's a
We'll
plus.
leave it at that, right?
We appreciate that.
Thank you.
This is, I think that's the way they have to, right?
Thank you.
So I am showing 3 foreclosures right now underway. I'm already up to my 6th foreclosure, so it's rolling again. Unfortunately, it kind of halted for a while, but that's starting to happen. At a confirmation deed of withdrawal deed, we had 63 releases for the court. And that's it.
Wow. Quick.
So I'm somewhat quiet, I guess.
You said the word. You said the key word. We don't say the key.
I know, right? What, quiet? I know, but tax season tomorrow is the last day payable, so I'm sure. We're getting a lot of credit card payments. The world has changed. We don't have a lot of like walking customers as much anymore, or checks on first half full payments in February are crazy, but now it's a lot of online stuff.
Man.
A lot of credit card stuff that we're providing. So we're still getting money. It kind of moves slow. But I feel like April's picked up some, so.
Good.
It's very, it's like, Carl, don't spend no money. You wait.
I would never.
Oh, say
Yeah.
what?
No,
So
I get it.
I really appreciated it. We had a couple of big, huge stacks that. whew, I was sweating it, but I think, and half the bunch, we're waiting for his big money that's coming. So it should also be here by.
It should be started all in.
You're starting to get some. Are you?
Mhm.
Okay, good. I saw some small ones kind of, so. Yeah, that's better. I told my act like it's my money, but it's not. But anyway, so
You
that's
did.
why I think we're good. Good with that.
Good. Sounds fantastic. All right, thank you.
Okay. And by the way, the next people you mentioned,
Who's that? Oh, Redlands? Yeah. I did, I mentioned. Oh, good. Yeah, so I need a tip tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about him and I'm just giving him a earful. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I'll have to sit down and really talk to him about what we have discussed. So I do have to say that me and Alicia, she's passing all of her requirements now for her notice evaluations with all her changes. I said, if any office I don't want to be in, it's that one. You know, she's had so many changes coming down the quick assessment ratios
Oh, yeah. no
and
kidding.
recategorizing the school district gets its own residential rate and then the rest of us get the other one. And so her job has been really trying the system we have has been accommodating. So very well.
Well,
I keep hearing horror stories about some of the systems you're all on and the other ones, and now the other ones are good, but they have no support. And yeah, we've been doing very, very well. So
That's a plus.
that is a plus. That's one less worry on your guys' back, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, we're doing great, Carl. Carl Young, we are doing great.
I know. I
Always.
appreciate it.
And once we get that little year, we'll go on with that checkbook. I mean, checkbooks are good. It's just putting stuff in there. So I think once we get that, I still don't know. I think I'm gonna do.
That would be a plus. Good deal.
Yeah. And then hand out the copy of that when we're done. This one. Okay, that's all I have.
All right,
Any more
thank you.
questions for me? What do you say, Ms. Other
Yeah.
trustee of the course?
Yeah. All right,
Thank you.
excellent. Thank you very much.
Sound good? Do you make a motion? I think so.
Yeah, we did more. We did more. Maybe we should move it.
Make a motion to approve the quarterly report. County treasurer, for the period ending March 31st, 2025.
Second.
First and second, discussion or questions? Call for a vote.
Commissioner Whatever,
Yes.
Commissioner Chenman,
Yes.
Chairman's Committee.
Yes,
Motion passed.
excellent. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day.
You do the same. No, permits, licenses.
Sherry,
Yes, oh, Sherry. Put a smile on.
Yes. You just can't see.
Okay.
So before we get started with this public hearings, I want to say that I don't know why, but the packet that you guys should have got was not in the meeting.
it's in the packet.
Oh, I didn't see it, so,
You don't have the packet.
oh, okay, so I didn't know that.
We'll talk about that. There was one thing, so I just made it private because it was some PIOs in there.
Oh, okay.
So we'll discuss that.
Okay. For the public hearing for the ML 25002 Fox Farm.
And, we'll need to.
Okay, what?
if you're gonna appoint Sherry the hearing officer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Appoint Sherry as the officer.
That would be really.
No.
This is their first public hearing.
My first one.
It might be. So how this goes, you guys appoint hearing officer who then manages the public hearing, gets the information, runs the show, and then, we work through it that way.
Do we have a motion appointing Sherry as the hearing officer?
No need for motion. Just,
Or I make,
assume who the- yeah, you
good
can.
heavens, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Make motion for Sherry Haverland to be the hearing officer for this.
Guys, look at my copy. Okay, the public hearing is gonna open at 10:40 a.m. Before we get started, I'm gonna read the public hearing procedures so everybody's aware of them. First, the hearing officer presents the staff report. Then we have to get questions for the Board of County Commissioners. Then the applicant is called to stand to present additional information and answer questions. Then there's a public comment period, and there is only 3 minutes per speaker. Applicant opportunity has to respond to comments or answer additional questions. Then we close the public hearing, and then the commissioners discuss the case. Any questions? Okay. The public hearing at 10:40. So first of all, we're taking and converting CUPs that we've had in the past, marijuana licenses. For our marijuana farms to operate, we're converting them to a marijuana license. So they will be in compliance with the marijuana ordinance that went into effect February of 2024. And this first one is for Pop's Farm. They currently hold conditional use permit 15-005, and they're applying to convert their license. They have, they do have an active license for the state MED. They grew marijuana in previous years, but they have not been able to grow marijuana for the last 2 to 3 years ish, due to some personal issues. But they're getting ready to continue starting to grow again. Let's see, they held their CUP in 2015. I have done 3 inspections on their property annually, doing their licenses to it for the state at MED. And that facility is in compliance. They've passed every time with all of their cameras, their plant count, when they had it, everything's just totally in compliance. It's a very nice facility. We sent out letters to referral agencies for comment. We received no letters back from the referral agencies. There was no comments at all. They have been, they are in compliance with all of their marijuana taxes with the state and with the county. He is also compliant with his land taxes, and there's no liens against the property. So in your packets, there was, I gave you what they had to use to qualify for. Then the licensing findings, that's what you need to make your decisions on. And that's in section 7.04, where it says license findings. It goes all the way through 7.05 on the decision on the application. Included in the packet is their county application, the deed to their property, a $5,000 surety bond, the approval letter for their well that they have on property to supply water to their house from the Division of Water Resources, their current marijuana license, the site plan and survey, his background check release, his indemnification waiver release, and a receipt of the non-refundable application fee of $1,500. Also included is a receipt for $10,000 that when they pulled out their CEP back in 2015, they had to have a, they had to put down $10,000 into an account so that they may, we had to use it for anything that we can. Like we had to go to inspections because there was issues or they weren't paying back taxes or whatever. So that $10,000 has been in a bond. So, the staff recommendation is that this application addresses each aspect of the marijuana licensing ordinance requirements and includes measures to mitigate anticipated nuisances. If no additional issues that require mitigation are identified during the public hearing, staff recommends approval of this application, along with the refund of $10,000 operating fee for the cost of CUP 15-00. Any questions from the board?
You said 2,000 or 3,000?
Pardon?
Did you say 2,000 or $3,000?
The refund,
The operating?
it's 10,000. The refund would be 10,000.
So I don't have any questions. And this is the one question I had is the $310,000. That was from,
2015.
right, so we're just rolling that over.
No, that would actually go back to them. They, in place of doing that, they, put in the surety bond for $5,000. In case we need to use it.
So when these were started, bonds for marijuana grows were not really a thing. So the county collected $10,000 and put into the county general fund as like essentially a bond. So now we're basically funding that, and they'll have their own outside bond going forward.
I'm seeing thing stands out, say that they've used all requirements.
The applicant, Phil Cummings, is here. I'm gonna go ahead and call him to the podium and if you have any questions for him. Phil, can you come to the podium? Yeah, both of them. And then just state your name and where you live.
Phil Cummings, Colorado Springs, 4415 Star Ranch Road.
Bill, any comments for the board?
Excuse me.
Any comments for the board? No, all good. Commissioners, any questions for Phil?
Sounds like you did everything you need.
Looks like everything in the package is there.
Okay, do we have anybody here for public comment?
I'd like to tell you, Bill, you were the only girl that I have that is still just every single month giving me the force. So they do.
You might know better than investigate.
You're a smart man.
Yes, sir.
Very smart man.
Are there any public comments online? Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead, if there's no objections, I'm gonna close the public hearing at 10:48.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now you guys can discuss whether you want to. The recommendations that I would put out there was you could do approval without any special conditions, conditional approval with the description of the special conditions, denial including for the record the reason for such action, or continuation until a future date to gather more information or obtain clarification or for any other purpose.
I would like to make a motion to approve without any special conditions. Puffs Farm ML 25-002. Commission report.
Not commissioners, part, just the marijuana license
Just marijuana.
25-002.
That's email 5002.
Second.
Just in a second. I think it's. Go for a vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain?
Yes.
Commissioner Wood?
Yes.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll get your license to you in the next. I'm not due to inspect the building.
Thank you. I need to point you for the next one as well. Appoint Sherry Timberland for the public hearing on ML 25004.
Okay, I call the public hearing at 10:58 now. Do you want me to reread over the public hearing procedures or we good? Okay. And I do want to say that, one of the owners of Negro Industries is online, Mr. John Hicks. And he said he's available for any questions. So I'll go ahead and get started. They currently hold conditional use of CUP 15-001, and they're applying to convert their CUP over to the marijuana license 25-004. They have outdoor greenhouses and an indoor greenhouse attached to the storeroom and the building itself. That's business. The properties are owned by John Hicks, Lori Mazzarella, and Delmar John. So I have also done 3 inspections at those facilities, at that facility. It is very, very well run facility. They aren't using the outdoor greenhouses at the moment. They are using the indoor greenhouses at the moment to grow. And, they're growing for a lot for their store that's here in town. Category 1 over their compliance with all of. I also sent out these letters to the referral agencies. Again, no comment back with the referral agencies. They've had their security cameras are all in place. They're practically working. They have these 40 days of backup on their backup on their recordings. So in this application, they have submitted the county application. Their deed, the surety bond for $5,000. Water application for the Huerfano County Water Conservancy District, and I know their augmentation certificates are also attached. Their current Colorado marijuana license just got approved on Friday, so they haven't. MED hasn't sent it out yet, so I don't have. I put in the copy of what they have now until this was approved on Friday. They were approved for this year. Okay. So, but they just got. The site plan and surveys there, the background and check release for John Hicks and Lori Mozzarella and Delmar Jonathan. The invitation waiver from John Hicks for Negro and the receipt of a non-refundable application fee of $1,500. They also, there's also an attachment of the $10,000 that they paid in 2015 for the CUP. And they also are completely up to date with their property tax, their marijuana excise taxes, and they did the FLS services today. So this application addresses each aspect of the marijuana license. Requirements and includes measures to mitigate anticipated uses. If no additional issues that require mitigation are identified during the public hearing, staff recommends approval of this application along with a refund of $10,000 operating fee deposit for CP 15-005. Questions from the board?
There might be an error in the staff comment. Who said the refund of $10,000 for operating fees to the CP 15005. It's supposed to be 001.
Oh, it should be 004. I'm sorry. CP 25-0.
CP 15.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 25-001. I'm reading the no.
So one and four, because I'm four.
15-001.
Psyches also. All of these requirements.
They're also and also tested.
They're great on a regular basis, but they always be here lately. So Del Mar's really diligent in getting them to do within the time.
Good deal. It is 001.
Yeah. CP 15-004. Well, first of all, we got John Hicks, do you have anything to say?
Excuse me.
There he is.
John? Can you hear us?
Looks like he's still muted.
You have any statement, John?
The unmute button.
All right, are there any public comments in here? Any public comments online?
John, the unmute button is at the bottom of your screen. It's a little microphone. Look at the bottom left of your screen. You should see a microphone there to be able to unmute.
Hi, John. Hi, I have you on speaker.
Yeah, I can't keep my microphone work.
Okay,
Nothing to say.
okay. All right, thank you, John.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, then I will go ahead. If there's no further questions, I'll go ahead and close the public hearing at 10:58. BOCC discussion. Again, it's the same as the other one. Approval without any special conditions, additional approval with the description of the special conditions. Now indicating for the record the reasons for such action or continuation until it can be together with explanation or clarification or any other relevant costs.
Okay, and this would be application 15-001.
No, it's marijuana, it's license number 25-004.
I make a motion to approve without any special conditions marijuana license 25-004. It's for New Grow Industries.
I'll second the motion.
First and second. Any other discussion? Call for a vote.
Commissioner Royal,
Yes.
Commissioner Trimble,
Yes.
Chairman Bluey,
Yes.
motion passes.
Before we proceed, pretty sure. What we would to the refund of the 10,000.
That's fine. It's automatic.
It's automatic. I'd like to make a motion to amend that motion.
I don't think it is. Again, to make a new motion.
It's already,
So we'd have to just make a new motion.
To rescind the previous motion and then make a new motion.
and it's automatic.
That's automatic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I want to make it.
Okay.
Anything else tonight?
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry about the confusion.
Sorry, it was late when I was typing that last report.
Okay, action items.
All right, commissioners. First I have for you. First I have resolution number 25-24, approving the Gardner Main Street pre-development grant application.
Make a motion to adopt resolution number 25-24, resolution authorizing redevelopment grant application to the Ohio Department of Local Affairs Division of Housing, delegating signature for the Gardner Main Street.
First and second, any other discussion? Call for the vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Commissioner Whittle,
Yes.
Chairman Bluey,
Yes.
motion passes.
Contract for CAC.
Book is being a little weird. Let's have here a contract from CIC. This is for transitioning the software over to our this is for doing extractions of data so we can transition our county finance department and over to Tyler Technologies. So the total amount is $6,720.
I think I remember. Yes, the same one. So I'll make a motion to accept the agreement between Computer Information Concept and Huerfano County in the amount of $6,750.
Second.
First and second, any other discussion? Call for a vote.
Commissioner Waddell,
Yes.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Chairman Bluey,
Yes.
motion passes. All right, next I have your April 2025 prepaid vendor run in the total amount of $149,022.75.
Make a motion to approve the make sure you. Yes.
Uh,
29.
Make a motion to approve the prepaid, April 29th and run in the amount of $149,022.05.
Second.
Second, any other discussion? Call for a vote.
Commissioner Chamberlain,
Yes.
Commissioner Waddell,
Yes.
Chairman Bluey,
Yes.
motion passes.
Okay. Correspondence?
Commissioners and correspondence, we have done it for TTSI and probably back up with caution. We'll take an update on personal vehicle use for county business. Lastly, take an update on navigating drone liability and insurance.
And of course, that'd be interesting. Okay, staff reports. And in yesterday.
All right. So we have open positions, 5 open positions actually. The road and bridge auto mechanic closes later this week. The seasonal noxious weed applicator closes later this week. Public Works is going to out for a part-time maintenance person to replace Anthony, who's moving departments, and of course, deputy and detention officer are always open. Other than that, I do want to point out the upcoming town hall meetings for Parks and Rec. The first one that comes up is for May 7th at 6 p.m. and the Gardner Community Center.
All come out and participate. Anything else? Anything from the county attorney?
Nope.
All right, any need for executive session?
Nope.
We have upcoming meetings with Health Campus Workshop at 11 and nothing to study at 1. Workshop with oil and gas regulations at 2. So now we can call for adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
First and second. Call for the vote.
Commissioner Chenbaum?
Yes.
Commissioner Royal?
Yes.
Dennis Boyd? Motion passes.
We are adjourned. 11:05.